up, man? It's Big Lou, you know what I mean? Kill 'em all customs. We're here with the famous ZL1. You guys know what it is, you know what I mean? It ain't a ZL1 no more, as you know. We done changed the motor in it, so it's a turbo car now. It's not a supercharged car no more. So it's a turbo car. Used to be the reason why I called ZL1 was because this original car is Jason A15. You know, that's the king of the Landaus. You know what I mean? This the blueprint. This is where everybody was chasing. You know what I mean? So Mr. A15 himself, Jason Williams, this was his personal car that he built, and he had put a ZL1 motor in it. That's why we named it the ZL1 before its time though. We talking 2013, 2014, 2015. You know what I mean? We what, 2025, 2026 now? You know what I mean? So it was way before its time. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down everything the car got. You know what I mean? As far as box Chevys, for the box type of Chronics. You know what I mean? For you guys' podcast. So we got the 3rd gen Tierra grill with the rose gold on it. And going back to it, this is a 3110 car, you know what I mean? If you know what a 3110 car is, it's a 1987 box Chevy. This is the last year they came out with the 2-door cars. So, as you know, we got 28-inch Forgiatos, some twisted magnets on there. We got 16 piston Wildwoods brakes, big boy brakes, 6 piston. We got real leather as far as an interior. It's real leather. Got the matching steering wheel for it. Bigger gas, everything. Like I said, we also got the lights on. You see the ZL1, we ain't changed nothing, so we got lights on there. That same ZL1. They light up all ZL1 all around there. We got some DD drives, 4 DD drives in the back. Got some trunk. Like I said, he marked this car, you know, ZL1, so everybody knows the car has his name, so we just left it how it is, you know what I mean? It wasn't one of my builds, it was his build, and I respect it, you know? It's a beautiful car, that's the reason I own it, you know what I mean? But besides that, underneath they got everything, all the suspension, the coilovers, the 4 9-inch, it's all braced up. Got it's a turbo car now, so we ran exhaust all the way to the back. You know what I'm saying? So we got full exhaust. Got about like 850 horses, you know what I mean? Nothing major, something fun for the streets. Ain't nobody beat it yet though, you know what I mean? So numbers don't mean nothing. Besides that, man, hey, just the one, it's the ace. Got the big boy roof on there too.
What's up? This your girl, Charlotte Queen, here with the Box Chevy Chronicles. I'm here with my boy, Big Lou. Yeah, we back here, out here in the streets, in the Box Chevy streets, trying to see what's good with our box behind them. You want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, what's going on? My name is Big Louski. I'm right here, the owner of the ZL1. Not the original owner, but now the owner that owns it. Original owner was Jason Williams. This is the blueprint of the all-box Chevy Landaus.
Okay. So, I wanted to know, what made you fall in love with box Chevys? What made you say, man, I gotta have that, I need that, I need me a box Chevy?
Well, back in the days when I would be outside on the block or whatever, I used to see the guys out there with box Chevys. My guy had a photo box Chevy that I used to love. And I was one of them, but my dream one was I had the Aero Coupe, a 1977 Aero Coupe that I did for myself, which is AKA Baja Banti, the car that I had gave away. That was a car that I liked. I mean, that was with the rear Aero Coupe back then. I just thought it was something nice. And then as soon as I started getting more into the car game or whatever, I just upgraded more and more. Then I was knowing what cars to get and what not cars to have. You know what I mean? And then I had the opportunity to purchase this vehicle, which is behind me, which is the ZL1, the legendary. This is the one that created the chaos of the box Chevys, the Landau. This the blueprint, you know what I mean? This the Don. original owner that built the car was Mr. 815 Jason Williams. This was his personal vehicle, you know. And the reason why they call it ZL1 is because he had put a ZL1 motor in here back in 2013, 14, around that time. So the car had been above its time forever. You know what I mean? It still stands in the ring with everybody.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And then how long have you owned this one here? How long have you owned it?
I've owned this car for going on 2 years now.
Okay, 2 years. Do you see yourself keeping it longer? Or?
Oh yeah, this car's not going over.
I
don't sell none of my cars. Yeah, this car's not going over.
And then what was the first box Chevy you bought, inherited, or built up from scratch?
Well, like I said, my first box Chevy that I bought was a 1977 Chevy Caprice, an Aerocool. And that was the first car that I actually built and went all the way out. You know, I had 28-inch 4G autos, had a supercharged motor in there with a Magnuson blower. You know what I mean? I had it was all decked out, chameleon paint. Inside was all, I had a Bentley dash on there. Had the back done with a Remy bottle in the back. Just a full custom car. You know, that was my first car that I actually did everything to. You know, I had the bare brakes on it. You know, it had a 400 trans. That's before, because before, when I first did, I had a small block. I had put a small block on it, built a small block. And then everybody like, man, take that out, take that out. Man, I don't spend too much money on a block, on a motor already. I'm not gonna pull it out. When I blow it, I'll change it.
Right.
So I ended up putting nitrogen, shooting juice through it, you know what I mean? And I blew the motor. So I'm like, okay, now that I blew the motor, I'll go ahead and try this LS stuff now. Let's see what this LS talking about. And I was gonna go turbo at first, and I went supercharged. I was like, okay, cool. And I was just I had a blast, you know what I mean? And then I went ahead and gave it to the guys, you know what I mean, my supporters. They wanted the car, did a giveaway on it, and did great. And I think the car's in Minnesota right now. Yeah, it's still around, for real. My car's still around. Bye.
So you like the big blocks or the LS better?
Well, I like both, but I like you got to get your bang for your buck. You know, the big blocks, they nice, they sound great, they got the power instantly, whatever. You know what I mean? It's American muscle. You know, now you got the newer technology. You know, you got the LS and the LTs. You know, you ain't smelling like all that fumes and stuff when you jump in the LS, and you get more like gas mileage on it. As far as a big block, that's them gas junkers. You know, but they both serve their own purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love whatever run I'm jumping in. We're going.
Yeah. See, I'm a big block lady myself, but I kind of sometimes be like, man, what's all this LS talk about? Then I get back to it. I'm like, I don't know. Everybody always complaining about the LSs, but I'm in the middle.
It just depends, though, you know, because a lot of people, they grab an LS because they cheap.
Yeah.
You know, you were going from the junkyard for $1,000.
Yeah.
Now, the motors we got in these cars ain't the same. You can't compare them to them LSs that everybody talking about. You know, because the motors that are in these cars are already built from down up, you know what I mean? So, they fun, though, you know what I mean? But they do break. Everything break, though. You know, when you beat on it, when you ride on it, when you have fun in your cars, when you drive it like we drive, like you stole them, then, hey, something come with it, you know what I mean? It's not like you're in your daily driving, cruising all the time. You know, you want to have fun. You're going to burn the rubber, stomp and hit the corner, do some donuts, do dumb stuff, you know what I mean? This is like a stress reliever for us, you know what I mean? For the man, this is a stress reliever. You jump in this, you forget about everything. You just ride and vibe, hey, you know what I mean? Trying to cut up, you know?
I definitely know that feeling.
That's, you know what I mean? It's a whole different vibe.
Now, can you walk us through your vision that you had when you first started your build? Like, what was your outcome that you had for yourself versus what the outcome actually was?
Okay, so when I first started building my first car, which like I told you, it's not my first car. I got multiple cars, but my first actual car, like I told you, 1977 Chevy Caprice. That was my first actual big build, as we speak. You know, back in the days, we used to get a car, put some wheels on it, and ride. You know what I mean? But actually, like doing the whole interior, exterior, suspension, music, grills, lights, you know what I mean, was that car. And when I started doing it, it really wasn't the car to do, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, so I just put all this money in the car that the value just is not there. You know what I mean? The resale value is not there. You know, nobody wants this kind of car. You know what I mean? This is something that I like. So now at the end of the day, it's either you betting with your heart or you betting with your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just go ahead and give it to somebody else, and they can enjoy it. And then now whatever I get, I got to go with my pocket, not my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to be able to have that value still there. You know what I mean? It's something like equity. You know?
Yeah.
So I just built it. You know what I mean? I went over and above for that car. So I had problems like everybody else. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks that we got these cars. It's easy. It's not easy at all. You know what I mean? We deal with the same headaches with shops and everything. So I went through 3 shops for my interior. 3 shops putting in that. Man, it was a headache. The first shop had my car for 2 years.
2 years?
It was like 2 years of some change. And I was like, man, I was like, be nice. And I was like, man, after that, the nice guy was over with.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, you're trying to leave the streets and come do something positive. Y'all making me bring it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn. I don't need storage. Y'all trying to, like I said, what y'all waiting for? Somebody to go to jail? Somebody to get killed? Somebody, like, bro, we coming here because we got the money now. Right. Now you come at me 2 years, 3 years later and think I'm going to have the same money I had 3 years ago? Man, life be life. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the move. You know what I'm saying? If you guys going to take the responsibility to take somebody's car, go ahead and finish the car, man. Because people don't need no storage. They're here for a reason. You know what I mean? They either got the money now, because if you wait longer, you're going to be stuck.
Right.
With a car or without a car. So I'm like, man, dude, like, what's the hold up, bro? You're paid in full, bro. Can I get my car? So the man had gave me my car. I took my car from him because I had caught word from the streets that they was from the break and do shop and take all his shit and my car. So hell no. You know what? I'm gonna go take my shit up out of there. Now he had my interior, everything done. I went to another shop. I told them, hey man, here I got all my interior. Can you put all my stuff together? You know what I'm saying? I'll give you whatever. I go to that shop. I'm thinking, okay, you're going to take 2 months, 3 months. Man, I here go another year. Man, come on, man. I go from one shop to another shop. So then finally I met my guy, Gus, the one that did my dome. You know what I mean? And just got done doing CJ's interior and everything. So I met him. Luckily, he was a stand-up man. He finished my car. He told me that, man, Joe, bro, we're going to have to do this shit. I said, man, listen, bro, we ain't finna do nothing all over. I ain't got no money for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I done gave this man this much, this man this much. I'm not doing all that. Just finish it, bro. I'm finna enjoy it, bro. I'm finna make a name for it. And you know what? I'll start over, bro. This is my first project. You know, you gotta crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you spend your money, and then you're going to bump heads to the right people. You know what I'm saying? That people say, like, okay, then how y'all know everybody? Because we done went through everything y'all went through to get to the people that we know now. So now we know who because I don't recommend nobody to nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact that, now what if you got your car stuck? Now he ain't finishing your car. Now you in the jam. Now you mad at me like, damn, cuz you told me, buddy, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, hit your boy up, tell him what's up. I can't make that man move no faster than he want to move. Right. If he want to work, if he don't want to work. Right. So I just stayed a recommendation to myself because I know I'm still going through the shit. You know what I mean? Me being me, I still got cars that I got to finish that I still dealing with the same shit. So I just be like, you know what, man? Hey, you just got to have patience. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's patience. It takes patience. You know, like at the end of the day, you're redoing a whole car, an old car. So sometimes you're waiting for parts, looking for parts. They don't got parts. You know what I mean? You lose something. You've been doing it all. The car been broken down forever. So now they losing stuff. Now you got to come and find the stuff. So it be a headache. Yeah. It does be a headache, but you be wanting to quit. I be wanting to quit, but once it's done, I be like, oh, hell yeah. I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside now, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different feeling, you know what I mean? And every car got its own feeling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Every car got its own feeling. But yeah, I went to 3 shops, did that. Like I told you, I had got a small black motor at first. Dude was geeking me out. He was like, oh yeah, you know it's gonna have 500 horses. You ain't never felt 500 horses, real horses. I'm like, man, bro, these dudes talking about they got 800. You telling me some 500? No, I'm telling he telling me like, nah, man, for real. Like they lying on the numbers. I'm like, all right, bro, let me get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I put it in my car. I was so upset. So then I'm like, okay, cool. I was riding. I used to be able to brake torque it. You know what I'm saying? Like hit the brake and hit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't trying to do all that. I done spent all this money. I want to stomp it. I better go. You know what I mean? So then after that, you know, I just got to playing around with the car. I said, fuck it, let me put some nitrous in this shit. Y'all talking about put an LS. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna put an LS out, blow it, because I done spent my money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna pull this out before the sign, because like I told you, the shops done had my car for 3-4 years. I done had bought the motor before this LS hype shit. So I'm like, man, I done missed all that. If I would have knew this before, I would have went LS. But it was like, okay, cool. I had my little fun with that. Blew the motor. I was doing a little racing with my small block. Blew the motor. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I go to LS. Let me see what this LS talking about. And that shit was fun. You know what I mean? Now I'm just stuck in the LS because I had a bad little feeling. The car was reliable as shit though. You know what I mean? The car was reliable. It did everything I wanted to do. I was able to do burnouts. I was able to do everything. I just had to put a bigger stall in the back and all type of stuff. But besides that, man, I love the car. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I just outgrew the car.
Okay, yeah. And I think it's 2024, and you have to be patient. But me, myself, I'm still a little scared to put my car back in the shop because I'm just scared. Because
like
of all
jail
the things
shit.
that be happening. But now, let me know this. I look at your car, I see the rims, I see the paint, I see the interior, boom, I see the music, the motor, everything, right? Yeah. If I never known you, if I never seen this car before and I have to see your car, can you tell me one thing that would stand out that I'd be like, okay, look at Big Lou. You say his name Big Lou? Oh, all right.
Well, like I said, it'll be the paint, the wheels, you know what I mean, catch your attraction, you know. I got the rose gold theme going. Actually flows the whole car from the inside to the outside, you know. So it's not something that's going to be extra loud. It's on the mellow side, come through. You know, you got the chrome lips, you know what I mean? So you got the music bang, you know. Got a little motor in there too, you know, a little swirl.
Okay. And then also, did you do any of the work yourself? I know you said you put your car in the shop a few times, but have you ever worked on it yourself?
As far as this car, personally, the car, no. You know what I mean? I done did little work, you know what I mean, little maintenance and stuff like that. But as far as all the work that was done, like I said, the previous owner, Jason Williams, he mostly did everything on there. The only thing that I just did to it, I swapped the motor. It's not the original motor that was in there. It's a turbo car now. So that's basically the only thing I did. Did some upgrades in it, you know what I mean? The music's not the same and stuff like that, you know.
Absolutely.
But as far as like any of the suspension work, any of the interior work, anything, nothing hands on.
So this is what I want to know also. When you're, let's say you had a long day out, you know, at work or whatever, and then you come home, and you say, you know what, I want to ride my bike. But then you see other people hit you up like, hey man, let's go ride, or let's go this place, or let's go that place. What does it mean to you when you actually are in the box Chevy community amongst all the other box Chevy lovers? What does that mean to you? Is that peaceful to you? Is it stressful to you?
Oh no, it's peaceful, man. I love it. You know what I mean? I love meeting up with the guys, riding, kicking, chilling. See, it's a different vibe. Every car got a different vibe. This vibe right here and this car right here, it's like some thug shit. Like, you know what I mean? This some hood shit. This some, you and this motherfucker, you look like some thugs in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. You know what I mean? I jump in my dog. I feel it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? I don't feel that. Yeah. I come in here, I feel like I'm a hood nigga. You know what I mean? For real. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. You know, we riding, we hot to the motherfucker. We finna ride. Bend some blocks, kick it, chill. You know what I mean? And enjoy. It's a stress reliever to me. You know what I mean? I jump in here, I just forget about everything and just ride and cruise. Right?
I feel the same. You know? Well, you know what they used to say about the trunk? I don't know. For when I was coming up and just being around boxes, they always used to say, you know, the box Chevys have the biggest trunks for, you know, whatever reason. And if you know, you know. But that was my whole thing is like, I love these cars. They're just sexy.
Yeah, they're sexy.
They sexy as hell. Yeah. And it's like, you can't go wrong. I'm not going to lie. We must let everybody know we are the box Chevy capital.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Illinois is, so boom, I just put it out there.
For sure.
I don't care what nobody else got to say.
For sure. There's no box Chevy out there. We got the top box Chevys out here right now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them. We got over a handful of lot of box Chevys. I'm talking 4 doors and 2 doors. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they can't step to none of them.
Now, who has your favorite box Chevy?
Me.
Oh, besides you, okay.
Me. I got, you know, I don't just got this. I got another 2 to work. You know what I mean? So I got another one. You know what I mean? But hey, but as far as there's a lot of box Chevys out there that's nice though. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got Mr. 75 coming out with one that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be killer. You know what I mean? You got Bag Talk out there. You got CJ on 32s. You got Playboy, his box Chevy, Begging Felicia. You know, you got It's a lot of people, man. Sugar Man. You know what I mean? You got Sugar Man's box Chevy that's coming out again. He done did a remix too. That's nice. It's quite a few. You got, matter of fact, you got the OG. You got Nelson out west.
How about that?
You know what I'm saying? He coming back out. He got 2 of them. You know what I mean? You got Paulie out there. You got a lot of people out. You know what I mean? That's out here. That's really into the. You know what I mean? Into the thing. You know. You got the people outside, the Woo and them. You know, they out there. Real. It's a lot. It's a lot of box Chevys. We got a lot of box Chevys. You know what I'm saying? You got Shitty Sean's box Chevys.
Now, why do people gotta say Shitty Sean?
Yeah. that's what we're known, man.
I know.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. If I came to you and I said, you know what, I've never had a box Chevy before, what kind of advice can you give me? I want to get one of those.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a headache, and don't look at these guys as box Chevy because this is a whole different level, you know what I mean? You don't have to be to this level to enjoy yourself, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You build it to yourself, you build it to your ability where you got it, you know what I mean? Some, like right now, we got, matter of fact, we got all the girls. They got box Chevys, you know what I mean? Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, hey, get your box Chevy, go and throw some wheels on it, like we did back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still building, y'all, you know what I mean? And go from there, go your steps, baby steps, you know what I mean? Don't go, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? This is a whole other different ball game than just jumping in the game. So it's like, don't look at this and think that you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? As long as your car nice, put some wheels on it and just ride.
Right.
People ride stock motors all day long.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. Put some 12s and 2 12s in the car, put a box back there, and you riding and banging with them. Man, you gonna feel the same thing. You ain't gonna be no less than up. They just out of way more money because they on some other shit. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, like, you ain't gotta do this shit. You know what I mean? Brakes are brakes. Brakes are gonna stop. If the big ones or the little ones, at this point you playing big dick contest. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? You trying to out, you know what I'm saying? Outdo the next man. You know what I mean? I just try to outdo myself. So as far as the builds that I do, my old car, I gotta outdo that old car. I can't let that old car be better than this new car. You know what I'm saying? And that's just working backwards. So I gotta outdo every car I do. Now I'm stuck because I done went so high that I gotta just keep trying to go higher and higher. And it's like, hey, it's done. Pull the plug, bro. You wasting all your money trying to chase some shit that ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, quit it. You know, so.
And I love the fact that you answered that for me, the way that you answered it, because also I get tired of going online, hearing certain people say certain things about somebody else's boxes. It is 9 times out of 10 not positive. In my eyes and in my opinion, it's like, well, it's not your box.
Well, the people that are saying that, first of all, don't even have a car.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they just talking to talk. Them are the people that are on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? They're not even. We are doing this. We trying to do some positive shit. Now, if you coming over here on a different note and stuff like that, then, hey, stay where you at, bro. Because we ain't. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to chill and kick it and vibe, bro. You know what I mean? That's it.
Okay. And then also, this is what I wanted to know. What is your next upgrade?
As far as this car?
Yes.
Nah, this car is complete. It's done. There's nothing more to do.
I know.
There's nothing more to do. I wouldn't change anything, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change anything. If anything, probably just, you know what I mean? I couldn't change nothing. I love it how the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, if I blow the motor, put another motor in there type stuff, but besides that, you know what I'm saying, just change brakes, you know what I mean? Maintenance the car, oil changes and stuff like that. But as far as doing anything specific to the car, like changing any style or sway from it, nah. The car staying how it is. It's just a done car. It's clean. It got all the whistles on it. You know what I mean? So if anything, I would just have to fix something that broke. You know what I mean? Because the car got everything. What is there to put on there?
Right.
There's nothing else to do unless you're gonna change the color. You know what I mean? But I ain't changing the car. I'm not doing any of that. You know, I like it how it is. So.
Yeah, because I had to ask because, you know, me and you, we're going to race. But I'm going to race on my bicycle. But it's going to be a box Chevy bicycle. You feel me? So we're gonna do this thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I see you've been doing a lot of traveling with the car. What's up with that? You doing some racing? What's going on? What we at with the racing?
Traveling, yeah, we do. I do a lot of traveling. I go out of state for a lot of shows. Florida, Atlanta, stuff like that. You know, we had just went, last year, around this time, we had went out to Miami, fuck them boys up. And we go to shows like Rick Ross, we go to the classics. You know, we mostly go like to Florida and Atlanta, down south, you know, where it's warmer. Okay. You know, it's cold out here right now, so we like to travel, enjoy the cars. Like I told you, it's our stress reliever, you know what I mean? So riding these is like, you know what I mean, peace. Yeah. So if we can take it out of town, out of state, and go enjoy our cars out there, then we're going to do it, you know what I mean? And especially if they got like an event or something for us to do, we'll go out there and do it. You know what I mean? As far as racing, ain't nobody fucking with this car in racing. You know what I mean? As far as any box Chevy out here right now, ain't nobody stepped to it. You know what I mean? Got like 2 bodies on it. You know what I mean? Somebody from Chicago, somebody from Miami. You know? But, yeah, ain't nobody messing with it right now. You know what I mean? It's the king. I told you, it's the blueprint.
That's what's
It's the Don. You know what I mean? Hey, if you want to be that person, you gotta step up to it. That's it. You know what I mean?
I know that's real. So now I've been hearing the word on the street is that those Florida boys, they don't want to give us the box Chevy capital title. What's up with that? And then you went down there and you smoked one of them and they still don't want to give us a title? What's up with that?
Oh no, they giving us a title for the box Chevys. They're not giving us a title for the donks. As far as the box Chevys, they ain't got no choice but to give it to us. You know what I mean? We took that. They can't look at us on no level as far as box Chevys, and they know that. You know what I mean? There's nothing but heavy hitters. When you talk about a box Chevy, you're talking about Chicago, period. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's nothing but the heavy hitters. When you're looking up for a box Chevy, which ones are the top box Chevys? Where they coming from? They're only naming Chicago box Chevys. They're not naming no box Chevys from nowhere else. They don't even get recognized like that. The only reason why they was naming Florida cars and stuff like that because they got little Daytons and stuff trying to look cute. You know what I mean? But besides that, we is the box Chevy capital of Chicago.
And I'm trying to tell you because it's nothing like us.
It's nothing like us.
We the blueprint.
For sure, we the blueprint of it. You know what I'm saying? The same way they the blueprint of the donks. They got we honor that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got the donks, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't far from y'all. You know what I'm saying? We not far from y'all. We ain't back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't laying down. You gonna have to show us. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they do got major donks. They got a lot of donks over there. The same way we got a lot of box Chevys, but we're trying to, you know what I mean, diverse ourselves. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get some of that here too. You know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. As far as being the box Chevy capital, yeah, we hold that crown for sure.
So y'all hear that? When you say box Chevy capital, put some respect on it and say, yeah, them the ones from the Chi-Town. So, also I want to know this too. I know you said there's no competition, but who do you think that is trying to be competition for your ZL1? Who you think that's trying to be a competition?
Trying to be a competition? As far as trying to compete, I don't know. You know what I mean? They you know what I mean? It's the blueprint. So you competing with something that taught you how to make the car. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at nobody as a competition. I mean, I compete against myself. But as far as other cars that's up to par with this car, there's a lot of heavy hitters out here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people swinging for the fences right now. They're doing major different things. Like, you know what I mean? Now they're doing the big old lips, the 9-inch lips. You know what I mean? This is a 7-inch lip. You know what I mean? Now they going even bigger than that. 16 by 16. You know what I mean? With a 14-inch lip. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. Okay, so it's like, yeah, as far as competitors, no, there's a lot of people, like I said, they swinging for the fences. A lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of diversity, a lot of people doing more stuff. And we got a lot of heavy hitters out here. As far as Chicago goes, like, there's cars to this level now. Top tier, done did frame offs, done did everything to the car. New bolts, new screws, new nuts, new everything, you know what I mean? So you got heavy hitters, you got what, Playboy, you got CHRONICLES, you got Mr. 75 coming out, you got Sugar Man's car that he just did frame off on. You got Bag Talk's car that he did the frame off on. You got I got my car that's going over there. I got another 86 Landau that I'm doing twin turbo. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? That step into it. You got it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? That, to just name out the top of my head that are coming for the blueprint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you never. This is like God. You know what I mean? You can't. Ain't no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So. You can always step to the level, but you're never going to be the Don. This is the first and the original, you know what I mean, the ZL1. And like I said, major shout out to Mr. 815 himself, Jason Williams, for building an amazing car. You know, built an amazing car, beautiful car. You know what I mean? I'm glad to own the car now, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of people swinging for the fences. Like this box Chevy thing just went crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's huge. It's like, the competition, like you can go get a Chevelle. Nobody's even better than a Chevelle. Right. You go get a G-body. Who's talking about a G-body?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We love them. You know what I mean? Monte Carlos, I own them. You know what I mean? Cutlasses, Grand Nationals, Regals, stuff like that. You know. But when you talk about like battles of cars and who's building what, it's mostly talking about donks and box Chevys.
Yeah. Mostly
box Chevys right now because that just took the internet for a wave. You know what I mean? But, yeah, this is it right here. The
If
blueprint,
you
ZL1.
had a choice, who would you want to race?
If I had a choice, I'd race anybody.
Anybody can get smoked.
Oh, anybody, for sure. They know that.
Alright.
Oh, they know that. You know, I'm TTG. I mean,
Alright.
hey, you know what I mean? I told you I done whipped one over here already. One of the big ones. You know what I mean? I got another guy. You know what I mean? Always ducking. You know, we always got an excuse.
Uh-oh.
You know, we'll figure it out. You know, like I said, I don't duck. I'm too heavy. I can't bend down. I mean, I can't duck. You know what I mean? I'm too big for that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to catch all the strays. You know?
Alright.
But yeah, it's fun too. Like I said, somebody got to win and somebody got to lose, right? It's always going to be a winner. It's always going to be a loser. So,
Absolutely.
hey, at the end of the day, it's fun. Like I said, I love doing it, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I do it for entertainment, man. I do it because I love this shit. You know?
Well, that's about all we're gonna have for today. I do want to just say, Big Lou, thank you for having us today. Thank you for speaking with us, letting us get some insight on your box, on you, how you feel about the community, how you feel about doing some things with racing, all of that good stuff. You're more than welcome to come hang out with us again. And then for the people at home, I just want you to give us a follow on Instagram under Box Chevy Capital, as well as on Facebook. And we'll see you again in episode 3.